This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about the different identification techniques and the library concept. So in library concept, we have one more option called adding business parameter. So what is business parameter? Business parameter means the parameter which is the dynamic value, okay, which will be sent from the test case. I'll show you how to create a business parameter. Okay, so first of all, just try to understand what is that business parameter and how to use it, when to use it. Okay, see, for this register, register underscore Vinay, I will name it as, okay, because this test case is used for registering myself, registering Vinay. Okay, see, if you see here, first is launch application, second is verification, next is we will click on register, and then we will enter all these different values. Correct. So if you drag this register, these values will be same for everybody, right? So then what is the difference? Okay, what is the difference? So everybody will register in the name of Vinaya? No, right? That should not be the case. So for that matter, what you will do, you will create a, see, for this register, right click, see, there is a parameter container, business parameter container. Click on this business parameter container. Okay, in this container, right click on the container, you will see this create parameter. See, click on that create parameter, this blue colored one. Okay, so you can create n number of parameters, okay, and you can name it. So I will name this as first name, last name, and email. What else? First name, last name, email, password, and confirm password. Okay, password, confirm password. So these are the things which are unique for every test case, right? So now you should not give these values here. See, in this register, this workflow, you should not give the values. See, I'm deleting these values case. Okay, now just give flower brace PL of. See, what is that? PL means parameter, library parameter. Okay, and select, see, you have first name, close the flower brace. Okay, and then PL of last name. Here PL of email. Here PL of password, and here PL of confirm password. Okay, now what you will do, see here, if you check this register now, that will be, see, you don't have anything now. All these folders you won't be able to see, only the first name, last name, these fields, the input fields which are necessary to be provided from here. See, now the input data will be specific to the test case. Now I will give my input from here. Okay, Vinay. Okay, ready. Test. What is it? One test. Test 1 2 3. Yeah? Test 1 2 3. Now, okay. Test 1 2 3. Novo at test.com. Correct. Oh, that is password. I'm sorry. Password. Okay. So you can use the same password here also. Right. So now see, these business parameters are dynamic values, okay, which will be sent from the test case to the reusable test block. See, only these values when I ready these things are sent to the register reusable test block, and these things will be replaced here during the runtime. Okay, now see, if somebody else want to register, say for example, I'll create one more test case called register for Mugda. Now Mugda will go to this library, drag this register, put it here, and then she can give her values. Mugda, some email, and she can give her password. So like this. Okay, so it is like that. Now if she run this register, now she will register with these details what she has given from her test case. Okay, so that is how these business parameters will work. Okay, so I'll just note the business parameters. The dynamic values sent from the test case to the reusable test block during the runtime. Okay. All right. So this is one thing. For even for login also you can do that, guys. See, for login also, see what are the details here. Login, email, password. See, these are the two changing fields, right? So you can give email and password. See, login, right? You can right click, create the business parameter container first. Then inside the parameter business parameter container, create a parameter and name it as email, password, and that's it. See, now here you go enter the things. Okay, PL of email. This I will delete and enter PL of password. Okay. Now these two things you will get it from this login. Here now you have to give 1 minute. There's that login. Yeah. So guys, see, for this one we resolved the reference yesterday, right? So there is no connection between this and this login. So I will just delete this step now and then I will drag it again. See. Now see, you will see only this business parameter container, no other values you will see, but all the values will be taken from here. Okay, so you will give the email and password from here, right? All right, so this is how you give the business parameter, guys. Okay, I'm going to delete this register Mugda. So I'm going to save all these things, right? And one more thing you can do is if you want to give the same register, login, all these things for a single folder. Okay, for a single folder. See here also for register also first name, last name, email, password is there, right? For login also email, password is there. Okay, so sometimes you should not give in the library. Okay, you should those are common things that should be defined on test case level or test folder level. How will you do that? There is one more option called test configuration parameter. See, I'll click here on this folder. See, there is a test configuration section here. Test configuration, click there, right click on the folder. See, there is a purple colored box here, create test configuration parameter, and you can name that as email. You can give your email here, and then create one more password, and you can give your password here. Okay, and you can use these details. See, what I will do, I will create one more test case for you, one more test case. So now register something. Soumya will register now. Okay, Soumya want to register without using the business parameter. Okay, she want to use the test configuration parameter. So what she will do, she will go here. She'll copy all these things, paste it here. Okay, see now she has enter login details, right? So here the syntax will change now. That's it, nothing else. See, it's CP configuration parameter. What is that? CP configuration parameter of email, the email which you have defined there, and here configuration parameter of password. Okay, all right, see, that works. See now Soumya will register herself by using the test configuration parameters. See, email and password she has given like this. Okay, even like this also you can do, and this can be defined. Test configuration parameter can be defined on the test case folder level, test case level. Okay, and execution here also, execution folder level, execution list level. I'll show you when I come to this execution section. Okay, for now, so you can note it like this. Okay, so business parameter syntax, business parameter syntax is PL of parameter name. Okay, next test configuration meter, or we call it as TCP. TCP is a static value which is defined on the test case folder level, test case level, execution folder level, execution list level. Okay, all right. So you will get some question called in interview called what is the difference between business parameter and test configuration parameter. Okay, so that you can explain this. Syntax will be CP of parameter name. Okay, all right. So I think even this is okay. See, we have defined the test configuration parameter on top of the folder. So This will be applicable to all these things if you use it. And you can also specifically you can put it on the test case level also. See, now what I'll do, I'll delete this one. See, delete means reset to default value. If you do that, it will get deleted. Okay, now click on this register Soumya. Now I just want to define the test configuration parameter only on for Soumya test case. So what I will do, put it here, email and password. Okay, I kept it like this. Right. Now for see, CP of email, CP of password, so it will take it from the test configuration parameter. Okay, so that is how it works. So Soumya using TCP. All right, guys. So guys, any doubt here for you in this one till now? Business parameter and test configuration section. Anybody?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Saraswati, tell me.
Yeah. Can we create a business parameter for radio buttons also?
Radio buttons, huh?
Because
So,
in the register test case we have radio buttons,
see,
but we
for
create only for text box.
if you want, you can actually create it. You can give clicks. That's it. Okay. So, but that is not required, not recommended for those clicks and all. Those radio buttons, those clicks all not recommended. If you want to use, you can use it. No issues.
Okay, but in test case, when we run test case, we have to click on male or female buttons, right? Everyone
Yeah.
can change. If male is running the test case, we put male.
Yeah, see, for that case, you can change like this. Register. One minute. Here it is. Here you are telling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this case, what you can do, you can go and change in the module level. Okay. Module level means see ID is there now here. So
Yes.
here you can pass some buffer. Okay. So this, if I explain you, you may get confused now, but still I will explain you. Okay. See, I'll take this out. Okay, and I'll just put some buffer, and I'll name it as gender. Okay, so still buffer, you did not understand this buffer section. Okay, I think I will cover this buffer section in the later classes. So buffer means a temporary memory location will be created in Tosca. Okay, see, instead of this male, I took out and I gave the buffer as gender, and this value will be passed dynamically during the runtime in test case section. Okay, you have to add one buffer here. Okay, see what I'll do. I'll right click, sorry, I'll go to module section, standard modules. Here, see, buffer operations is there now, t box set buffer. I'll take this and I'll put it in register. I'll put it on top of here I'll put, and see, now I will define that gender, and I'll give as male for this male or what. No, I'll define it in the business parameter. gender. Okay, now in the test configuration parameter you can give PL of gender. Okay, now after that, right, see, now you can check here, where is that register here now, gender, one more is added here, right? Now you can say male, whatever it is, right? Male. Okay, now I am sending this one, right? So what will happen now during the runtime? Okay, during the runtime, see, you will understand now. See, I am setting this for my test case. See, I am making this as PL of gender, which means it will expect the input from the test case. Okay, so from my test case it is male. Okay, during runtime this male will be passed. So you see, this test tbox set buffer will be passed to the module. See, the module here is this one. Okay, here see, gender hyphen whatever the input which I am passing will be male, right? So what it will do, it will click on male. Okay, so if that is female, it will click on female, this one. Okay, see, the only change here is ID. All other properties are same. If you check, see, for male and female, see, only this ID is changing, correct? Otherwise everything are same. If you run this now, I will show you register, right? Wait, launch, click register. Yeah, so I will run this. It is clicking on register. See, it is selecting male. Okay, it is selecting male. See, it is telling email already present. Yeah, that email is already present only. That's okay, no problem. Okay, see, it is selecting male, right? So I will now change that tbox set buffer into female. Sorry. Okay, wait, I'll show you how it will click. See, here now, see, in I am in register Vinay only, so I'll just change this to female. So you will now observe it will click on this female. I'll show you how it works. See, it is going and clicking on female. Did you understand now, Saraswati? How the
Yes,
change
sir.
is happening?
Yeah, it is clear.
Yeah.
And one more thing, sir, can we create a business parameter for all the controls?
No, business parameter can be created only on the reusable TeststepBlocks.
Okay.
You cannot create anywhere else. See, if you do right click also, you won't be able to find the business parameter. If you right click on the reusable TeststepBlock, then only you will be able to find the business parameter. If you have already created parameter, so you are unable to find it here. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Usually where you will use this business parameter means whenever you will expect some input from the user. See, users means Vinay is the user, Soumya is the user, right? Like that. If you expect any input to the reusable test step block, then you will use this business parameter. Correct? Yeah. So any other doubts, guys? So this is very important concept. So please. So you will get some question. Okay, what is the difference between business parameter and text configuration parameter? Right. So I think I have defined here TCP static value, business parameters dynamic value. Okay, business parameters values will be sent to the test case during the runtime. Okay, even these values, whichever values we have the TCP, wherever we have defined, either it may be on the test case level, test case folder level, or execution folder level, execution list level. So it will be applicable accordingly. Okay, and this is a static value. Okay, so I think that is how you have to explain. All right. So let us move to one of the important concept. Right. Okay, guys. So here we have registered, we have logged in. The next step is we are going to book some books. Okay, so I will just show you how we do it manually. The manual flow I will show you first. Okay, let us understand the manual flow first. This is how you have to do, guys. So first of all, you have to understand the manual flow before starting your automation. Okay, the first and foremost thing, first step is you have to log in, right? So we already logged in. The second step is, see, you have to verify whether you logged in or not, and you have to verify whether all these books, computers, electronics, apparels, digital, jewelry, gift cards are present or not, whether these things are present on the screen or not. Here next, you have to click on books. See, if you click on books, no, see, you will get some books here: computing and internet, copy of computing and internet ex, fiction ex, health books, science. So some books you will get, and if you observe, you will be having this sort by position. Okay, display, view as grid or list. See, if you select list, it will be coming as list one by one. See, it is like this. Okay, so I will make it as grid only. Okay, I will automate for grid only. And see, you have to select according to your requirements. See, sort by position or name. See, display 8 books or 12 books. See, well, there are only 6 books. So if you select 12 also, the only 6 books will come, because the books section is having only 6 books. Okay, now you have all these books listed here, right? Now you can so specifically for our automation, now we will select computing and internet, 2 books. See, click on add to cart. and click on add to cart 2 times, fiction 2 times. Okay, I want computing and internet 2 books, fiction 2 books. Okay, now after adding, see, after adding we have to go to shopping cart. So shopping cart is having 11 elements because we have already added few elements before, right? So I think I'll delete this. See, in the shopping cart there is a remove column here. Please, if you select the checkbox and click on update shopping cart, these things will be removed. Okay, so now I will just select it again, go to books. So name A to Z 12, let it be grid. Now I will add computing and internet 2 books, fiction 2 books. Okay, now see, shopping cart is having 4 elements. I will click on shopping cart. See, now it is added in the shopping cart. Computing and internet 2, quantity is 2, fiction quantity is 2, price per each quantity, each element of this computing and internet is 10, price for each fiction book is 24. So the total is 20. Here the total is 48. So here in your automation you have to verify the price for each computing and internet, price for each fiction, and the quantity you have selected there as 2. So you have to verify the quantity should be 2. Here also the quantity should be 2, and the total is 20 here, right? So you have to verify by doing the calculation. 10 into 2 should be 20, right? So as a tester, you have to test whether the application is working properly or not, right? So you have to do the calculations on your own, right? And then you have to compare the calculated, the value which you calculated by yourself and the value which is present on the screen. Okay, so you have to compare both the values. If both the values are same, then your automation test case will pass, otherwise it will fail. Okay, so here also same thing. 24 into 2 is 48. You have to calculate 24 into 2 by yourself in your automation using Tosca. You store that value and compare that value with this value which is present in the application. Okay, both should be matching, then you are good. If though both the things are matching, now you have to calculate the subtotal. See, you have to calculate by yourself in your automation. You have to add these two values. 20 plus 48 is 68. So you have to store that value in your Tosca and then get this value UI from the UI. You have to get this value and compare both the values. Okay, now you don't have shipping cost, you don't have tax, so total is 68 only, right? And you can select the country, and you can select the state, province. Okay, and you can give the zip code. Okay, and you can click on estimate. See, this part we are not going to do, otherwise see, we are going to click on this checkbox and click on this checkout. Very simple, right? And if you once you click on this checkout, you will be navigated to checkout page where you will be having 6 different sections. Billing address is, see, first name, last name, email, all these things. So you are going to enter all the required fields here. Okay, and then once you enter all the required fields and click on continue, this shopping address will be enabled. See, I did not give anything here, so we are unable to see the shipping address. Okay, so once you give all the values here and then click on continue, you will get the shipping address. Once you enter all the shipping details and click on continue, you will be enabled with this shipping method. Okay, the same thing, you have to enter payment method, payment information, and confirm order, all these things. So this is a very big test case, so we are going to automate. Okay, and here while automating this test case, guys, so you will learn different concepts. Okay, so the reason why I am taking this test case to automate is to learn the different concepts which are present here. Okay, so this here you might face some different issues while practicing also. Okay, please try practicing and come up with the doubts, so that everybody will learn. Okay, so see, Saraswati asked some question, right? Radio button, can we use parameters for radio button? See, by asking that question, everybody learned a new question, new concept, right? So I would have explained that later, but yeah, that was a good question. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, all right. So now let me start our automation demo web shop. First, we have created a library, we registered, we logged in, even Soumya is registered. Okay, using TCP, all these things. We'll keep all these things aside. Now I will create one more test case. Right click on this folder, create a test case. Now name it as book some books. Okay, book some books. Right now I'm not going to create the precondition workflow post condition, so I will create that later. Okay, so first of all, first and foremost thing, we have to launch the application, right? So for that one, modules section, standard modules, tbox x engines, html, open url, drag that, put in the books. So url is this one. I'll just copy, I'll put it here, right? That's it, you're done. Now I will rename this to launch demo web shop. Done. Once you launched, you have to check whether you have launched the application properly or not. For that one, you have this, right? One minute, I have to drag it properly. Right. See, I'll put a verification statement, exists equal to true. Action mode verify. That's it. So here, verify if the application is launched or not. All right. So the next step is you have to log in, right? See, when you launch the application, it will be like this. It will be like this. You have to click on login and then enter the credentials and then click on login. For that one, see, I'll go for this library. Login demo web shop is there, right? So I will drag this library now. So you should not create one more thing because library is there, reuse it. So now you can enter the required password. Oh, what is this? Copy, paste it here, and the password also you enter here. Okay. Now, see, when you run this one, now you will sorry, you will invoke this login to demo web shop, reusable TeststepBlock. We call it as library, right? So this will get executed. Once this gets executed, okay, you will be logged in. See, I am not going to do this. Otherwise, yeah, we will automate. We will try to execute this initial steps. So I'll change the work state to in work because we are working on this one. See, this symbol changed, right? So I will run this in run sketchbook. Oh, it is opening 2 times, guys, because it is already opened once. Yeah. See, there were 2 instances, right? 2 times it opened, so it failed. I'll show you the error report. Yeah, see, it opened 2 times. Oh, right. We have done one more mistake. See, this login demo, launch demo web shop, right? And verify. These 2 steps we have added here in the test case. But in the login, see, jump to reusable, login to demo web shop reusable test step block. Here also you have launch demo web shop and verify application. See, 2 times this steps is getting executed, right? So I don't want these 2 here. I will delete. Okay, only this login to demo web shop is enough, right? So now I will run this. Oh, what happened? Shopping cart synchronization. Please increase your synchronization settings. Okay, give me a minute. Oh, okay. See, guys. See, this I will delete for now. I want to explain. There is a concept called there is a concept to explain the dynamic values. Okay, see here now the shopping cart of 0 is there, but when we scanned the application, it was shopping cart of 7. Okay, so that is the reason why it is failing. Okay, I will explain how to deal with this type of issues in my next class. So I think we will cover that later. Okay, for now I will just delete this system. Okay, so now it will click on login, and then yeah, it will go ahead. Let me close this. Hold on. Yeah, see guys, now you are logged in, right? So this login library worked successfully. Okay, so if you expand and see the sketchbook, see all our green color means it passed. It worked perfectly well. Okay, now see what is your next step. Your next step is you have to click on books. No, you have to verify whether these books, computers, electronics, apparels, digital download, jewelry, gift cards, everything is present or not, right? So for that matter, you have to create a module, right? Do you have anything for that? No, you have to create a module for that. Right click, scan application. Okay, see, these are the books. Highlight. See, that is getting highlighted, so select it. And if you want to check the properties, see, it is selected inner text and tag. books, computers, electronics, apparels, digital downloads, jewelry, and gift cards. So I will save this, close it. Now see here, demo web shop you have. So I will drag this one, put it in test case, book some books. Here, demo web shop. So we want to put the verification statements for all these things. Just x is equal to true or not. That's it. Verify action mode. If you type V, it will be verified. Verify. Okay. So I'll just run only this step. Right. Okay. So it verified everything. All are present here. Right. So our next step will be click on this books. Right. Click on that books. I will rename this. Verify the menu items. The next is click on books. So we drag that module and we have to give the click here on the books. I will rename that to click on books. All right. Now, if you run this, it should go ahead and click on books. Right. Okay. So now you are in the books section. You have to scan this page again and capture, sort by, display, view as, grid, and all these things you have to capture. Okay. So let us capture this page also. Go to modules, scan it, right click, scan application. Yeah, see, drag down. See here, there is something called these things. See, these are the drop downs. See these drop downs. If you highlight, see this grid is highlighting. If you order by, see this sort by is highlighting, and this is page size is display page per. Right. So select all these things. You want all these things. Select. Yeah, page. See, you have selected sort by drop down, display drop down, grid drop down, but the names here are different. So you can you can change the names here itself, guys. See, if you highlight this one, this view mode, name it as view as, and the next thing is sort by, and the next thing is display. Okay, so not to get confused, so I just renamed. And then this filter values and all, we don't want these filter values, we are not going to validate. So the next things is we want this computing and internet, add to cart button. Okay, and these books, okay, all the different books. So let us capture those things. See, let's just highlight what is this. No, we don't want that. See, computing and internet. Yeah, we want this. See, select. But this is not unique, right? You have to make that unique. Your duty. See, go here and check something. Inner text is already selected computing and internet, but it is not making unique. So just put visible. See, by selecting visible, right? It became unique. See, you don't have class name. See, href, if you select, let us check with href. See, href is not making it unique. Inner html. Okay, let us take inner html. See, even that is not making. Outer html. Okay, so I don't rely on this html, guys. Sometimes it may not work. Okay, personally what I felt was inner html or outer html. Okay, see, in even outer text, see, inner text and outer text both are same only, right? Visible inner text, see, all these things you selected, but don't select this xpath. This is not reliable. See, if one of these tags inside in between changes, right, later, so it won't work. Okay, so the next step is visible. In the representation properties, the first select visible. Okay, and then check for enabled or is steerable. Okay, don't select any other options. It won't work. Okay, see, visible is working, right? So for computing and internet, and this is add to cart, highlight. See, add to cart is this one. Even this is not working. So as we have discussed yesterday, guys, see, this add to cart things, only 3 are there. See, just use our intelligence here. The developer might have given all the same properties for these add to, right? But he might have given the index for that, right? So go for identify by index directly. See, one out of 3. See, this is the first one, right? And what is this highlight? That is something, yeah, we don't want that. And the next is copy of this one, computing and internet, highlight. Yeah, select that. Yeah, that is unique, no problem. Next is fiction. Select that fiction. That is not unique. Go to properties, identify by properties, fiction, and select this visible. Same thing. It applies. So add to cart, select add to cart for fiction, identify by index. Second one, right. Next, for fiction ex, select that. That is unique. Next is health book. Select that. Yeah, oh, your health book is unique. How come? Let me check. Okay, only one health book is there in the page, so that is unique. So you don't want to worry about that one. So add to cart. This is not unique. So identify by index. So see, index 3 out of 3. Okay, and the next one is science book. This is the science book. Copy, yeah, select. See, selected item is unique, right? So you have selected all the required things. So I'll save it, right, and close. See, guys, just observe demo web shop books. You have selected view as drop down, sort by drop down, display drop down, computing and internet link, add to cart button, copy of computing internet link, fiction link, add to cart button, fiction effects link, health book link, add to cart button, science link. See, all the different books you have selected. Okay, now what is your next step? Right, so you have to make that as a test case. I'll drag these books to test case section, put it here. Okay, so I think I'll just give the drop down. See, you have view as grid. I want to select this as grid, and sort by position, name A to Z I will select. Okay, name display 12 I will select, and see, verify for this book section, no? computing and internet. I want to verify whether this is present or not. If that is present, then I am going to click on this add to cart. Verify exists equal to true. Verify. Okay, and I'm going to click on this one, add to cart. Now this copy of computing internet, no, I don't want. I want fiction book. Fiction book exists. Sorry. Exists equal to true. Verify. Okay, and I want to add to cart. Click. That's it. What is this? Okay, that's it. Now see, if I run this one, click on books is done. If I run this one, just observe. See, sort by changed, view has changed, display changed. Now it will verify computing internet, clicked on add to cart, it clicked on fiction, add to cart. See, it worked, right? But what was our expectation? Our expectation was to add 2 computing and internet books and 2 fiction books. But how will you add? How will you do a click here? See, you have given 1 click on this computing and internet, 1 click on this fiction. You want 2 clicks, right? How will you give? Right? So there comes our looping concept. Okay, so that concept we will check tomorrow. Okay, so that is one of the important concepts, the looping or repetition we call it as. Okay, so we will check that tomorrow. So I'm open for the doubts, guys. So if you have any doubts, so that I can clarify. Anybody? No doubts?
Sir, for any shopping websites, there is lot of add to cart options. So in the cases, we have to use only index, identify by index option.
Right, right.
Okay.
So just you just want to select only one item. Okay, that is enough. Okay, and see, if you select one item, that is enough. Why I am telling you that? See, if you see here, add to cart, I'm clicking on add to cart, go to properties. There is an option called constraint index, right? Okay, so you can toggle this value and you can use the required add to cart button wherever is required. See, now I can use only this add to cart. See, I can delete this remaining 2. Okay, instead of these 2, I can use this only by changing the constraint index value here. Okay, somehow by using tbox set buffer I showed you, right?
Yeah.
By using that concept, you can toggle these values, this value, and then you can use these add to carts. Okay, if you want, if you know the index number.
Okay. By only scanning one add to cart control, we can change the index.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you all. So we will meet again tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Bye.